JBNN keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones. Hi guys. Before we get into the news, please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share the news with someone today. Now on to the news. Female pedestrian killed in St. Catherine. 22-year-old customer service representative Brittany Hunter was killed in a vehicle collision as she attempted to cross Walks Road in St. Catherine on Friday. Hunter, who resided in Commodore, Linstead in the parish, disembarked a taxi and walked into the path of a tractor-trailer which was being driven along the roadway. The incident happened about 8:37 a.m. Hunter was transported to the Spanish Town Hospital, where she was pronounced dead on arrival. It is understood that Hunter was on her way to work at the time of the incident. The 22-year-old leaves behind one child. Following the news, Transport Minister Darrell Voss expressed sadness at her passing. Our heartfelt condolences go to the family and the loved ones of the victim during this difficult time. The loss of a life under such circumstances is truly heartbreaking, and our thoughts are with all those affected by this tragedy, Voss said in a news release. Road safety is a matter of utmost importance to the government of Jamaica, and we are committed to working tirelessly to prevent such accidents from occurring in the future. In fact, the ministry is about to roll out a pedestrian safety campaign specifically aimed at educating and protecting this category of road users. We continue to urge all road users to exercise caution, obey traffic laws, and always prioritize the safety of themselves and others, he continued. Another taxi operator killed in St. Catherine. Another taxi operator has been killed near Linstead in St. Catherine, raising alarm among public passenger transport operators in the parish. The deceased has been identified as Nigel Mighty, 48, of Deeside and Wakefield District, Linstead, St. Catherine. Mighty's killing follows that of another taxi operator, Keon Bartley, otherwise called Rimed, who was shot and killed near Linstead on May 25. It's reported that Mighty was shot and killed in Middleton District, in the vicinity of Dintil Technical High School on Thursday. About 8:20 a.m., Mighty was reportedly driving his taxi along the roadway when explosions were heard. It was later found suffering from what appeared to be gunshot wounds. The police were summoned. It was observed that Mighty had wounds to his upper body. Head of the Spanish Town Taxi Association, Aaron Mattis, called for greater protection for public passenger vehicle operators. We need to have more emphasis being paid to the safety of the operators. The killing of two operators within such a short time is heartrending, and the industry is hurting badly. It is as if our lives are not important, Mattis said. No motive has been established in the killing. The Linstead Criminal Investigations Branch is probing. Illegal guns and more than 300 rounds of ammunition seized in Clarendon. 2 illegal guns and more than 300 rounds of ammunition were seized during separate seizures by the police in Clarendon earlier this week. No arrests were made in connection with the seizures, the police said. In the first incident around midday on Tuesday, police found 292 rounds of 12-gauge cartridges during an operation. It was reported that a police team led by the commanding officer, Acting Senior Superintendent Carlos Russell, received information and carried out a targeted raid at a premises located in Gimmimibit. During the operation, a search was conducted, and the 12-gauge cartridges found in 2 brown boxes. The boxes were taken into police custody. The second incident occurred around 1:28 p.m. at Duke Street in Tollgate on Wednesday. Reports were that a team of police were on inquiries in the area when a shirtless man was seen walking along the street with a black bag across his chest. It was further observed he had a white merino and a dark-colored shirt in his hands. His actions arose the suspicion of the lawman. He was approached by the police team when he dropped the bag, merino and shirt, ran away and escaped in nearby bushes. The bag was searched and the 2 pistols seen. One was a black P80 with a magazine containing 14 9mm rounds, and the second was a black Browning single action with a magazine with 10 9mm rounds. The firearm serial numbers were erased. The weapons were taken into police custody. Police charge driver of vehicle used to transport Haitian migrants. The police have charged a St. James man was allegedly caught transporting illegal Haitian migrants on May 22. 33-year-old Christopher Pigot, otherwise called Boise, a labor of Montpelier District, Anchovy, St. James, has been charged with breaches of the Aliens Act. The Port Antonio police say a black 2012 Nissan Serena vehicle was intercepted about 10:20 a.m. along Dolphin Bay Main Road in Port Antonio, Portland, which was suspected to be transporting an undetermined number of Haitians. After the interception of the vehicle, the lawmen counted 12 illegal immigrants from Haiti. The driver was subsequently arrested and later charged. His court date is being finalized. The police also apprehended 8 Asians in separate locations in Hector's River in Portland on May 20. Jamaican mastermind among 30 charged for trafficking guns and drugs from food truck in New York. A Jamaican food truck was seized and 30 persons arrested Tuesday in a massive drug bust in Orange County, New York. Police said that during a 6-month-long investigation, dubbed Operation Hot Launch, they uncovered a sophisticated drug and gun trafficking ring based out of a truck selling Jamaican food that for years was parked outside the city courthouse in Newburgh, New York. Additionally, dozens of weapons disguised in takeaway boxes, kilos of cocaine, and fentanyl were also seized. Speaking at a press conference on Thursday, Orange County District Attorney David Hoover said that the Real Spice Jamaican food truck sold guns, cocaine, and Jamaican cuisine, noting that the owner, Kirkland Salmon, was the mastermind of the sophisticated operation. The food truck operated right next door to the city courthouse. Within 150 feet of the city courthouse, it sold food, it sold guns, and it sold cocaine, said Hoover. Police said the drug and gun trafficking ring had a sophisticated 4-tier structure, and guns were supplied from North Carolina, and the drugs, mainly cocaine, came from Florida. The 42-year-old owner and operator of the food truck, believed to be a native of Jamaica, is one of the 30 people facing a slew of charges. The authorities seized 11 kilograms of cocaine, 90 grams of fentanyl, 7 guns, approximately $45,000 in cash, and 11 vehicles, including the food truck. Police previously seized 24 guns and another kilogram of cocaine during the investigation. Several arrests made in Manchester traffic operations. The Area 3 police carried out traffic enforcement operations in Manchester on Friday morning as part of efforts to bring safety and order to roads. Assistant Commissioner in charge of Area 3, Calvin Allen, says the police, military and Island Traffic Authority were deployed at points of entry to the parish. Motorists had been arrested for breaches of the Road Traffic Act, ACP Allen said.
So far, a few vehicles has been seized, persons have been arrested, the Road Traffic Act tickets has been issued to motorists, and these operations will continue. Might I say, without hiding anything from anyone, that a similar operation of this nature is at all the different points entering and leaving the parish of Manchester. And as we speak also, there are similar activities taking place in other parts of the country.
Some motorists had been arrested for breaches of the Road Traffic Act, ACP Allen said. Shootings and murders causing jitters among tourism stakeholders out west. Sporadic shootings in the resort town of Negril, including Tuesday night's shooting along the popular Norman Manley Boulevard and the constant bloodletting in nearby St. James, is creating jitters among tourism stakeholders in Western Jamaica, the epicenter of the nation's much vaunted tourism product. Responding to Tuesday night's shooting in Negril, which occurred in an area heavily trafficked by visitors to the island, tourism professional Sophie Gris-Rommel, the owner of Charla Inn and the French government's representative in Negril, said that the current situation is quite worrying. I'm extremely worried, and I'm not saying the Minister of National Security, Dr. Horace Chang, has not been doing tremendous work, and I understand the problems the JCF is facing, but I'm concerned about the effectiveness of the Negril police station, which is operating below 50% of its capacity in terms of manpower, said Gris-Rommel, who is also a member of the Negril Chamber of Commerce. With the crime situation casting an unwelcome shadow over the town and its globally respected tourism offerings, Gris-Rommel says she would welcome a greater military presence on the ground in Negril, saying that on the occasions that soldiers were brought in, the crime figures dropped, and there was a great sense of security among residents. When you travel to other places around the world, you do see the army, not necessarily on the beach, but you see them, said Gris-Rommel. Here in Negril, when we have the army here, you do see a reduction in the crime rate. If we could have the soldiers showing up for routine patrols 2 or 3 times a week and to bring the Negril police station up to its full complement, that could make a big difference. In Tuesday's shooting, which occurred at about 1:28 a.m., 25-year-old Dina Martin, a mechanic of Non-Peril Road, also in Negril, was shot and seriously injured by unknown assailants as he rode his motorcycle along the usually busy Norman Manley Boulevard. Based on the latest JCF's Major Crimes Overview, spanning January 1 to May 26, Westmoreland, which has Negril as one of its primary townships, has recorded 43 murders, two more than the 41 recorded in the comparative period last year. In St. James, based on the same JCF Major Crimes Overview, despite seeing murders dropping from last year's 75 to 58 between January and May, shootings have jumped from last year's 36 to a worrisome 54. Based on an uptick in murders and shootings over the past 2 weeks, including 2 murders on Tuesday night, the shooting deaths of 22-year-old Colin Brown of Claude Clark Avenue in Montego Bay and the 32-year-old Chancy Clark of Huggins Lane in Greenpond, who were killed in separate incidents, murders remain a major challenge to the parish's police. With downtown Montego Bay soaking up a lot of attention with the rollout of the Beat Officer Patrol Division, I am worried that some of the traditional hotspots are not getting the kind of attention that they need. A former top-flight police officer said, "I believe a comprehensive plan to cover the entire parish is needed." JBNN will keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.